It's the Cardinals going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. First down, it's Simeon. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They run once more with McKinnon. Gets around him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now McKinnon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, here we go. Green, 39. Green. No, check.
They'll try the air now with Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Green, the tight end, in motion. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
He'll drop to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. In motion right here, Nelson. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gun. They'll look to throw. A swing pass caught, and they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. And from down in Miami, an update, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. For the best ones compare to run as well.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Here again is McCannon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Simeon. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On the NFL scoreboard, bit of a surprise going on in Miami, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On first down, Simeon. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. second down carry for Booker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
It's Simeon. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll set up a throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Needed 16. They got 17 on 3rd down. Now a play fake here on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart, shedding the tackle. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Simeon now on second down. He finds McKinnon, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. But they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders.
No. Jack, Patriot. Green, 39. Green, 39. No. Jack, Patriot. Here we go now. Black 99, Philly. Here we go. Leopard. No. Jack, Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. First down throw, Simeon. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit.
Back to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll look to throw here. They're caught by Jerron Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Right there. Right here.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90.
Off of play action. Simeon. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go. Green.
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go! 3-19! Over! Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Green, the tight end, in motion.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Lane drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go. 56. 3-19. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the... Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Now let's go. Blue, landed. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll fake it. Now Simeon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Simeon on third down. This is Booker on the dump ball. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the third at MetLife Stadium. And the Jets have just scored to stretch their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down following the run.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
Last stop! Last stop! Now let's go!
On second down, here's Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In motion left, the tight end. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's McKinnon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They run it with McKinnon, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try the air now with Simeon. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And look out. I think he's going to go. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They got to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense...
Touchdown, Cardinals! John Brown, 76 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. But some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the offense lining up first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So a first down and 5 for the offense. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Broncos on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Simeon. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.